In a related development, the protest by over 100 frontline anti-corruption civil society organizations against alleged politicization of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, disobedience of court orders, and infringement on human rights of Nigerians continued on Tuesday as the activists vowed never to be intimidated by what they describe as fresh falsehood being peddled by the anti-graft agency. The protesters who marched through the streets of Ikeja and converged on the Lagos State House of Assembly, Alausa, noted that the majority of Nigerians were intelligent people who could easily differentiate between a genuine cause and sponsored ones, adding that there was no going back on the call for the removal of the EFCC boss, Abdulrasheed Bawa. The activists alleged that the EFCC had resorted to cheap blackmail to divert the thinking of the public away from its lawlessness, pointing out that this had only compounded the Commission's problems and further exposed the dangerous political agenda of its chairman. Spokesperson for the Transparency and Accountability Group, who spoke shortly after the protesters arrived at the Lagos Assembly, queried how Bawa, who does not respect the rule of law or believe in fair hearing, would say that he was not given fair hearing before the contempt ruling.
We are saying that EU must come to equity, must come with clean hands. If Bawa uses the instrumentality of office to take people before courts of jurisdiction for conviction, and people obey such conviction of the court, if the court has also found him guilty of one offense or the other, he should honorably obey the court ruling. Nobody in the land is bigger than the law.
And all we are just saying is that Bawa just have to excuse from the office currently occupying. He that must come for equity must come with clean hand. And what do we mean by that? If Bawa, as a person or as somebody occupying a position in this government that claims to be of corruption-free, and he has been committed to prison by competent court of justice, and he has disobeyed such court orders, I think he's not fit to occupy this position he's occupying today.
Honorably, he should resign and go. He should leave the office. He is found guilty of corruption. He has also found some people guilty before and they were sent to jail. So him too, he is found guilty. He should honorably resign. He is not above the law. He is not bigger than the law. The law is bigger than him. All we want is Bawa should go.
We are not deterred to the extent that as long as there is disobedience to the rule of law, we will continue to make this demand. And you see, it's the biggest form of corruption. You cannot be fighting corruption while at the same time you are so disobedient. And you see, very laughable when this man sits in the comfort of his office and he says they have obeyed, the decisions of the court, why you have never at once been seen to obey such. And this is just a recipe for anarchy, because you cannot govern an institution that is so democratic, or that should be so democratic, and begin to operate as an autocrat, like one man who is an island, who has, as if you are running a private enterprise.